Hello everyone, my name is Anna and welcome to Cactus Caffeine. In this channel, I share with you my passion for growing cactus and other desert plants over a cup of coffee. And yes, I am back. I am back from a short vacation. Well, it wasn't short. I was away for about 2 months, almost 2 months. To me, it felt short. I went back to my home country in the Philippines to visit my family, and it's time to check back on how my cacti are doing. So when I left, I had someone come in here at least once a week to water my cacti. And I already did a quick check on these plants, on my plants yesterday. I found good news, and I have a little bit of a bad news, but not too much. Overall, it's been good. So I think the person I asked to come over to water the plants did a very good job considering the climate that we are in right now. In Las Vegas, it is so hot. It is summer. When I left, we were still like upper 90s or low 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But then I was told that while I was away, our temperatures got higher and higher, and it even reached up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been very hot and very dry. So anyway, let's go check on the cacti right now. So I came home with this flower. This is Gymnocalisium mihanovici friedrichi, which surprisingly is in flower for 2 days now. I don't know how long it has been in flower because when I went back 2 days ago, this was already in bloom. Very, very pretty. All right, let's go check on the status of my other cacti. I am afraid I missed out on a lot of flowering. I see a lot of spent buds already. Even fruits. I see a lot of fruit development already. See, some of them are already falling off from the cactus. So they've been blooming, which is good news for me. And a lot of them are now in fruit development. See this? Oh, look at that. Mammillaria bocasana rosiflora packed with fruits like little peppers. All right, so generally, my cacti has been doing well, except for a few. See, this is one of them. I don't know what happened to this. This side looks good, but this side, I don't know what that is. There's something black rotting on top, and it seemed to be spreading all over the cactus, or at least on that part of the cactus. I might have to do an emergency cut on this one. I will take it out of its pot. This is an Acanthocalisium glaucum. All right, so this is one thing that worries me. Hopefully I can save it. Okay, but as for the rest, all of them looks pretty good. Ooh, look at this Lophophora fritchi. This one was given to me by Daz. Oh my gosh. This has, I would say, like doubled in size. It might have been getting too much water. I'm afraid it might split. I have to remember to not water this for a few days. I could feel the pot is heavy. That means the pot is, or the soil is still wet. Okay, and everything looks good. Oh, look at this graft. This is the Easter lobevia. I grafted this to save it because it was rotting, so I grafted it. And this one has grown a lot as well. Okay, looks good. And then over here, let's check on, these are the Eriocarpus that I bought from Miles to Go earlier this year. And some of the astrophytum I got from online from Palm Street. Okay, and then more grafted cactus from Miles to Go. I was worried about this not doing well, but then I had the shade cloth in here. So I think the shade cloth worked because they're looking pretty good. This, however, is another bad news. These two are Astrophytum coahuilense, the really white one. This is okay. However, this one, as you can see, there is a split on top, and that is because this one rotted. Ew, yep, soft and mushy. See, it's rotted. Ah, it detached from its roots. Yep, completely rotted. See, very soft. There's nothing inside already. Okay, let's see how else the rest are doing. These are seedlings that I repotted the last minute before I left, because these seedlings were originally still in their nursery, or not nursery pots, but where I sowed the seeds. These are all seed grown. They were growing inside my house, but then the person who was going to water my cacti will only be accessing the outdoors, or my plants outdoors. So I had to move all my plants from inside outside, including my seedlings. So right before I left, I actually repotted these seedlings, and I was worried that they might not be able to take the heat here outside, but look at them, looking good. See more seedlings back there, and I'm going to show you my other seedlings as well. This is where I placed the other seedlings that I repotted last minute right before I left. These are the Astrophytum seedlings. I even have some Eriocarpus cochobianus elephantides seedlings in here. I was worried about these Eriocarpus, but I am glad to see them still alive. Okay, Astrophytum. Ooh, Euphorbia. This is the Euphorbia Ritchie that Ezra gave me seeds of this. This is from his plant. I sowed the seeds. They did not have leaves when I left, and I'm happy that they're now leafed out. Alright, so these are my seedlings. I have a few more in here. Oh, look at this. My lithops seedlings still alive. Okay, a few more Astrophytum seedlings, Eriocarpus. Okay, on this side, this is not protected by shade cloth, so it gets direct hit by the sun at a certain time of the day. So I can see some of them are yellowing on this side, but overall they're still looking good. Some more in here. Oh no, my agave. This turned yellow. Obviously, from too much sun, I would have to relocate this, or at least put a shade cloth on it. Even my golden barrel clump is yellowing from too much sun on this side. Oh, look at this one. This has been flowering. Opuntia Johnson's hybrid, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the rest of the collection on this side. Alright, so this part is under a 50% shade cloth, and I'm glad I put up a 50% shade cloth because this side gets a lot of sunlight. And overall, the cacti on this side, they all look pretty good. Some of them though are severely dehydrated, needs more water, like this one. It looks very much shriveled. And I also found some cacti that had mealybugs. This is one of them. I already treated it with alcohol water solution. I might have to do it for several days more until I am convinced that I've killed all of the mealybugs. So usually in my collection, I get mealybugs during the summer because mealybugs usually attack those cacti that are severely stressed. And right now, because of the heat and the extreme sun that they are getting, a lot of them are stressed. So I just would have to be on top of the mealybug problem here. Not too much. I just saw maybe 3 pots that had mealybugs on them, and I already sprayed them all. And hopefully now that I am back, I'd be able to be on top of the mealybug situation. All right, and more in here. Ooh, look at this Nodo cactus. Did blooming. Now there's fruits on top of it. I see a lot of flowers, spent flower buds. So it was blooming while I was away. And I'm afraid I missed out on a lot of flowers. But I still was able to see and film most of them before I left. So I did a blooming series, what's in bloom series for 2025. If you haven't seen them, I'll put a playlist on top of this screen. So go ahead and check them out, my super blooms for 2025. Okay, so on this top rack, this shade cloth, when I came home, that part snapped. So it actually exposed the cacti that are at the back. And I could see that my spiralis right there got too much of a sun. So it is severely dehydrated. Hopefully now that I put the shade cloth back up and with a little more watering, it will perk up. All right. Oh, look at this Myrtilo cactus crest. I place it in here, which is partly shaded by the shade cloth in this one. And when I left, it was purple and now it greened up. So that tells me that this just needed a little bit more of shade. It's actually looking much better than when I left this one. Okay, and somewhere in here, the aloes. Aloes are looking good. Yes, they are looking very good. Some needs more water, like this one. See, the leaves are curled. But as soon as the temperature, lowers, maybe sometime in fall, these aloes will perk up a little bit more. Aloe Castiglione hybrid. Ooh, it's getting too much sun in this area. I would have to move this right here. Okay, much shadier position. I have some more seedlings in here. These are more mature ones. So even though they get full sun, full morning sun, they are doing pretty well. Now we are here in my garden. This has a shade cloth from here all the way up to there. 40 to 50% shade cloth. And as you can see, I placed a lot of my potted cacti also in here under the shade cloth. And looking at them, they're doing very well. Wow. Yep, I'm happy. I am happy and relieved. Oh, however, as you can see there, I have one Trichocereus leaning. That is my candy cans. And that is because this shade cloth in here also snapped. So it actually exposed the back in here with too much sunlight. This, I just threw this on top of this yesterday to protect this one. But this one got too much sun. It burned and it leaned. I think I'm just gonna have to chop that one off. Anyway, I have a lot. See, even if I take that, that is the mother plant actually. Even if I take that one off, I still have a lot. It popped up a lot. Okay, and also this This is my totem pole. This also got exposed when this shade cloth was dangling, and it was actually it exposed half of the garden. And look at that. The top one burned, but that's okay because it actually formed a pop at the back. So I'm thinking I will cut this. It's getting too tall anyway, and it's hitting my shade cloth. So I'll have to cut this one off and just let the pop grow. And I know it will pop up some more if I cut it. All right, and then this is the rest. Looking good. This one got too much sun on this side. This one got too much sun too. The Opuntia ficus indica are severely dehydrated, but that's okay. They're very hardy. Oh, hi Shadow. They're very hardy, so once the weather gets better and with more water, they will plump back up. This other one as well, severely dehydrated. Oops. I don't know what happened to that. Okay. And my barrels. Oh, it already flowered. I missed the flower of this season. This one as well, I could see it already flowered. And then let's look at back here. Sunburn. Opuntia Santa Rita. And then back here, I was worried that the one who watered my cacti, I was worried that he might not notice that I have cactus back here. But since they're all doing well, I think he did give this some water. This is Sunburn. All right. Doing good. This big pot here, this has Mexican fence post, and I wrapped this with a shade cloth before I left because I know this part will be exposed in sun. And looking at it through the shade cloth, I don't see any burning, so I think it is fine. This, however, I wasn't able to put a shade cloth on this. This is a totem pole. It's alive, but it is yellow and severely dehydrated. So I just placed this shade cloth yesterday. Hopefully it will green up again with more shade and a little bit more watering. It has been over a week since I came home and since I shot that video checking on my plants, and I have an update for you guys. A little bit sad update or unfortunate, should I say, unfortunate update regarding this Mexican fence post. When I showed this earlier to you, it was still wrapped in a shade cloth, but a couple of days ago I just noticed something on top, and I will show you guys right there. Alright, see the top? It got severely sunburned. Okay, so I did not notice this initially when it was wrapped because honestly, this is very tall. This is taller than me. That is almost 6 feet tall. So from my angle, my eye level right here, I don't really see the top. I just noticed it when it turned black already and it showed through the shade cloth. So what happened there is, that is severe sunburn, although it has a shade cloth. The type of shade cloth that I used is this one. Okay, this is the shade cloth that I use. This is plastic. So I think what happened was when it was very, very hot here and this section gets exposed to sun, almost, I would say, since about probably 10 a.m. until around 4 or 5 p.m., this portion is exposed under sun. So I think when it was very, very hot last week, like almost 110 degrees Fahrenheit, this plastic shade cloth got too hot. And since it was touching that tip, because I just had it draped over it like this, so the shade cloth got too hot, and that caused the burning at the tip of the tallest Mexican fence post. So that is unfortunate. But on the brighter side, I noticed something here at the bottom. I noticed it started, or it already developed 3 new pops. So this is good news. I have 3 more new Mexican fence posts growing. Now the question is, what do I do to this? So obviously I do have to cut that off, but I don't want to cut it like here, because I don't want this Mexican fence post to produce offsets right here. All right, so I might cut it off really low, and then I'm going to let those offsets or those pops grow. And I think I will chop this into smaller segments, and then I will root them. Okay, so far that's my plan, but if you have better ideas for me, guys, feel free to put them in the comments below. All right, but all the other Mexican fence posts, they are doing well. No other damage, okay, that I noticed beside that one on top. If you are wondering about my jungle cacti, the very few that I kept, the Thanksgiving cactus, the Christmas cactus, and the Easter cactus, I had them outside in here under a shade. And like I told you, I had to keep them out because the person who watered my cacti only had access outdoors. So anyway, to make the long story short, the Easter cactus unfortunately did not make it. Even under shade, they got cooked. They got baked because of the heat. So my husband tossed them away. And but my Thanksgiving cacti and my Christmas cactus survived. I moved them indoors now by my kitchen window. They are shriveled, but they are alive. So hopefully, now that they're indoors, they will start to recover. All right, thank you guys for joining me today, and I am glad I am back. And I am so sorry for not posting videos while I was away. I needed a break, and I enjoyed my time with my family. So I took a short break. Anyway, if you see or if you saw my recent videos, they are late postings of my flowering videos, but better late than never. So I hope you were able to catch my flowering videos that I posted recently, and also this update. And don't forget to follow me in Facebook and in Instagram. And until next time, bye everyone. I'm so glad to be back, and cheers.